Micah Frankel, CageMinds.com. ECS One, 8 days away. Joining me now to talk about his co-main event fight, Andrew Tenneson. Thank you for the time, sir.
Hey, thank you for having me, Micah.
8 days away, like I said. How you feeling?
I'm feeling anxious to eat. So it's like 8 days away from the fight, but only 7 days away from food. So I'm concentrating more on that than anything else right now.
And as we were talking earlier, you fought as a lightweight your entire amateur career except for one fight. Now getting down to featherweight. Is this so much harder of a weight cut than you thought it would be, or not as bad? What's your thoughts on what's the weight cut down to 45?
I've only had to cut the 45 really once before because the other one against Prince Ingram was short notice of 150. But in the end, I'm doing the same things that I've been doing the cut in the past. The diet is just a little stricter, and I'm doing a better job of staying in shape the whole time when I'm not fighting. So everything's been okay, and I take it seriously. And if I didn't make weight, I'd feel really guilty about it. So it's something I take seriously.
So we know you love your food. So what's your favorite meal right now that's clean that you're still able to eat?
Oh, probably it's spinach salad with some chicken and onions. That's it. Like really simple. Maybe a strawberry banana orange smoothie. That's pretty good too with some protein powder.
Nice. So not too killer on the diet right now.
Oh well, it's basically the diet's going to be the same foods I've been eating, just less of them. So whole grains, vegetables, just standard stuff. Because I need to keep the fuel in me, or I'll just lose too much muscle mass, or I'll just feel that bad. And I just want to be healthy and put on the best show I can on the 24th.
Last time out, like we said, at 150 on short notice. So we're talking about you dropping down to 45 and talking about this cut. But how much time did you have to make 150 and you made it?
A week and a half, something like that.
So right
maybe
now,
a week. I don't remember because I'm always trying to stay in shape. I'm always trying to be retooling my game, making sure that I'm the best martial artist I can be, because it's a lifestyle and it's a lifelong journey, not just about each fight. So outside of camp, I don't get like really big. I try never to go over 170 pounds.
I was about to ask you that. I didn't know if that was like a secret. How big do you get? But all right, shared it there. 170. Well, going into the fight, what kind of camp have you had? What's the timeline been? I'm believing this has been pretty good size notice.
Oh yeah, I've had the people at ECS have given me an amazing opportunity. I knew about a little bit before the new year, I believe, that I was going to fight, and so I was able to sign the contract right away. I had to get the diet implemented right away. Yeah, it's really good, and I've been working on all aspects of my game, wrestling, grappling, kickboxing, and just trying to be, as I said, I'm always doing the same thing anyway, so it's kind of hard to trade for an opponent who you don't know, like, what they're really good at or what their strengths are going to be or what they've been working on. So there's no game plan, and there's been no real training concentration other than be the best at everything.
You fought in March. You fought again in May. Now we're going all the way to the end of January. Were you looking for a fight? Were you just not able to get one at the time?
I was trying to get a fight in November or December, but something fell through. Luckily, I got this call late last year, and I'm going to start this year off right, hopefully.
And then now due to some, changes in the card, you're getting the spotlight of the co-main event. How exciting is that?
Well, it's great. It's more pressure, I guess. It's a big honor that someone would consider you to be important enough to hype to move to the co-main event. Another issue is that, hey, I just get to fight later in the day instead of earlier, which might give me more time to recover from the weight cut, but it also just might give you more time to get anxious. And you also want to just, get it over with sometimes. The fight day, you're just like, I want to fight right now. I don't want to wait. Let's just go. If I was the first fight, that'd be pretty cool. I'll fight pro before all the amateurs, just because I just want to get it over with.
Just to be able to get in there. Okay, I'm ready. Let's just do it.
Yeah, for sure. Because you put in all the work already, and so it's just a big waiting game before then.
Heading to this fight with Joel Whitney, what kind of obstacles does your opponent, pose for you?
He's from Santa Fe BJJ, but it's not 1994, so someone from a BJJ school isn't just going to have grappling at their disposal. He's going to be good kickboxer, good wrestling. He's going to come in shape. It's going to be tough. I'm thinking that this is going to be one of the toughest fights I ever have because he's going to have lots of time to work against me. He probably knows more about me than I know about him. And we'll see. I just want to have fun, and he seems like a nice person, and I'd rather fight someone who seems to be respectable than someone who's a jerk. And just go out there and have fun for the fans. People like to see violence, but they also like to see martial artists do their thing.
So what kind of difference does that bring to the fight? We know this is not the guy that's going to get in your face, and it's that different mentality.
Well, yeah, from what I know is he won't. He could, and, that happens. But the thing is, I'm just always going to be myself no matter what happens. I'm going to be the best I can and also try to set the tone for my whole career and also make it where people who look up to me aren't let down by my behavior.
Well, now as your career is progressing and talking about your behavior, being in the spotlight, what have you been doing to try to capitalize on promoting yourself? Because just the bigger name you give yourself, the easier it is to get fights.
Oh, yeah, well, the thing is I'm trying to find, my little niche. It's hard because there's so many fighters in this town, and lots of times it's more important about who you know, and there's also lots of great fighters in this town. I'm in a gym with great fighters, and so if someone calls Jackson is looking for someone to be on their card, there's a whole line of people that are ready to go, and they have seniority or just more skill. Another issue is just, hey, how does this nerdy guy with glasses, how does he sell our energy brand? Or how does he sell our clothing line? It just doesn't, it's not the easiest thing to do in this sport, but I want my fights to stand out, and I also want my personality to stand out for maybe the unaverage fan.
That's what I'd figure. I'd figure someone would already, look at you and figure there's a gold mine. Because you're not every guy that we see in MMA. From a personality standpoint, that atypical kind of fighter that would, the general public would think of, you're kind of breaking out the norms and a different guy.
I just have to show up at, a comic book or anime convention and, cosplay or something and play video games with people. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. I don't know. I'm a poli-sci major from UNM. I don't think too many people who are thinking about the quantitative easing or something are going to be watching the fight. So, I don't know. It's good and it's bad. But Alienware is a big advertiser, and man, if I could get a cool gaming computer one day, if I make it all the way to the UFC or something, or Bellator, that'd be great. I'd be so happy.
Right, so there's already that niche and that platform. And I'm and you said, that your fellow students wouldn't be watching it. Who knows? Everybody has their own unwind. Watching two guys beat each other senseless. That's just, takes the edge off.
The thing is, as I said, it's a real slice of the American populace that likes MMA, and they all like it for different reasons. I'm just trying to be myself and enjoy the journey the best I can. Sometimes, if it was all about the money, then this wouldn't be a really smart career option to go with. Just go to law school or something and make tons of money that way. Be a doctor, but punching people in the face isn't going to make you money unless you're really, really, really good at it, and that's just statistically not the highest chance.
I believe Prentice Ingram was from Colorado, so what was it like having the fans, I'm pretty sure, on his side?
Well, the thing is, the people in Colorado were really cool, and I think it just has to do with my positivity. I mean, if I'm not antagonistic, most of the time people won't really dislike me for no reason other than I'm from New Mexico. So I made lots of great friends down there. I met lots of nice people. I liked meeting Prentice. He was really respectful, and met his parents. It was great. So I don't feel like there's a big problem fighting out of town. Joel's coming to Albuquerque, but Albuquerque is a big city, and Rio Rancho, or Santa Fe isn't that far, so it's not like he's out of his element either.
Yeah, for this fight, I consider a real neutral playing field. I was just wondering what that short notice, out-of-town kind of feel was like, but we know the people up in Colorado are great fight fans.
Yeah, they're great fight fans, and the only thing sucky about it was the car trip. I had to hold a chicken sandwich for my wife while she drove, and I couldn't touch it. It's absolutely the worst thing ever, but it makes you mentally tougher, right? That's what I tell myself anyway.
The food cravings while driving and boredom, right?
Yeah. Well, you just listen to music and try to zone out until you get the way in. As I'm telling you, we're talking about the fight is on the 24th, everybody. But to me, the 23rd is the most important day right now, because that's the day I get to eat. Okay? So, 2 o'clock at the McKernan Event Center is when the weigh-ins are. So you should show up there, hang out, see me go up there all Skeletor, and then see me pig out. Probably go and get some pizza or some waffles or something.
I was going to ask, is there a plan? We know you love the food, and every time I hear Andrew's fighting, I just wonder, I'm like, so is the post-fight meal and the weigh-in meal already scheduled in stone?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I think I might go home, but after the fight, I know for sure that week it's like breakfast, pizza at Giovanni's, because I hear it's really good. I've never been there before. I want to go to Blake's and get a breakfast burrito. I want to go to Twister's and get a breakfast burrito. Golden Pride, so it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Your stomach is small, but your taste buds are on fire, and I'm just so happy to be fed again.
This time that you've had to improve, I know you said you've been working on everything, but where do you feel you're growing most as an overall mixed martial artist right now?
Just the mental game and the physical game. I think it's just I'm becoming more athletic and more responsive, stronger, faster. I'm also thinking about things more strategically and tactically than just responding emotionally without thinking. I understand my techniques, why they're working better. So the theory behind things, not just the application.
I looked at this fight, and I was talking about it with a friend, and I said, this is going to be a real technical battle. That's the way I could best say it. This is going to be a real technical battle. What would you say about that statement?
We could just turn into a really boring kickboxing fight, or we could just slug it out too. I mean, you really don't know what's going to happen in a fight until it happens, So it's just going to be it's going to be some feeling out, or maybe it's just going to be balls to the wall the whole time. I really can't make predictions, and I don't know. It just seems like I'm only one part of the equation, so I have no idea how it's going to go.
Well, what's something you've said to yourself that you have to get done in the fight to make sure you get the win?
I have to keep trying to win. I can't give up. I can't back down. I can't just try to survive. I have to be mentally tough the whole way through. And the thing is, the other guy's going to be mentally tough as well. So I have to believe in myself and have fun. If I'm not having fun out there, winning or losing, I mean, why am I even doing this as a sport and as a hobby and as a calling? It should be fun and it should be hard, and I expect both.
I'm sure it's fun. Last time I saw you at the gym when I was around there, end of the day, after practice, you just walked by with a huge grin on your face like, it's just been the greatest day ever.
Yeah, well, it's probably just the after-exercise endorphins going on. It's either I'm so tired sometimes that I just want to lay down and fall asleep or just have a big smile on my face. it's just, need to get home, and then that's when you're really like, I'm sore, I'm beat up, I don't want to go to the gym. But once you're there, it's good. Once you're in the gym, that's the biggest battle, getting in the gym. And you know what? I've gone into the gym day after day after day for a few months now, specifically for this fight in the past few weeks. I've put in the diet, and when I'm in that cage, I'm going to know all that hard work's behind me. It's like having the wind at my back, pushing me forward.
And now, one more thing. Your message to the fans. Why do they need to go out, support, and be at the McKernan Event Center on January 24th?
You all don't have to come out and support me. You can just stay home and not care about an athlete that's doing the best he can with another athlete that's doing the best he can for really good ticket prices in your hometown, putting on an amazing martial arts show. No, you can stay home and not do anything but watch some boring TV and get fat. Or instead, you can come and watch us, maybe be inspired, maybe help inspire us to better ourselves. And then, make this fight town proud. This is New Mexico. This is Albuquerque. We should be pretty proud that this is being done here and that it's not some show that's far, far away or on cable TV or on pay-per-view. This is right here. So please come out and support your local fighters if you want to be cool, Only if.
Only if you want to be cool.
Only if you want to be cool.
Cool like Andrew Tenneson, and he is cool. And then who'd you need to thank?
I want to thank 1102 Productions. I want to thank Desert Forge CrossFit. I want to thank Jackson's, Winklejohn, the Jackson's MMA Academy, Latrell's MMA. I want to thank all my training partners, my friends, my family, my wonderful wife. I mean, it's hard. I get all emotional when I get close to the fight because I realize how many people support me and how many people are looking at me, and it just feels good that win or lose, I know that the amount of people that love me are going to be exactly the same. And so I love all you guys, and I love all the fans out there that are going to come and support me and that are going to be cheering for me even if they can't make it.
I thank you for the time. Everyone, I suggest you go out to see this event if you're in Albuquerque. McKernan Event Center, ECS One, Andrew Tenneson versus Joel Whitney, the co-main event. We'll see you guys out there.
Hold my ticket.
HoldMyTicket.com.
Go out there and check it.
Thank you for the time, Andrew.
Thank you.